Hello, welcome to the Church of Judas for this final day of BB Limbo. Do not have any idea how long they can expect this BB Limbo to continue. I'll put the crown down for now. Don't know how long they can expect this BB Limbo to continue. Like, dude's dead. Like, all anybody talks about regarding him is how dead he is and how fake the AIs are. So this is the era we're in right now. I call it BB Limbo. I think I thought it was going to end yesterday. I thought really one of the main reasons they were keeping BB in limbo was to uh, cheat Kat Abigzali out of her election. I don't know how much cheating they did other than lying about the leader of their opponent's funding sources. APAC, I think APAC spent $29 million against Kat Abigzali. So I guess they got what they paid for, but they're headless. BB's in limbo. So Netanyahu's in limbo. I call it BB limbo. Welcome to the live. And that's the era that we're meeting today. But this is the Church of Judas. We are talking about Church of Judas. I did a Church of Judas live about an hour ago, and there were too many MAGA in here. So we're just going to block the MAGA today, and so we can have good conversations with good people about Church of Judas. So the Church of Judas replaces all patriarchy, Christianity, war, and Trumpism. Jesus set Judas aside, outside of Christianity, so that Christianity could be allowed to become this terrible trap of all the evil in the world, which it's successfully trapped. I mean, not all the evil, but pretty much. Like the other evil people who aren't Christians, like Modi or Netanyahu, or, the former Netanyahu, it's off brand white supremacy. Hindu nationalism and Zionism are still off brand white supremacy. So they're still under the umbrella of Christianity, which Christianity was a trap. So we've trapped all those people. And now it's time to spring the trap, release the good people, and repurpose the Christian religion. So that's the purpose of Church of Judas. And now that you're here, you can help. Well, once you arrive, you can help. We're only 2.5 minutes into live. Almost nobody shows up in that time. There's always one person who shows up. It always shows one person who shows up and leaves. Now maybe that's just random. Maybe that's just the nature of people, or maybe that's like an agent. Anyway, welcome to the live. Welcome to the Church of Judas. We're replacing all patriarchy, Christianity, war, and Trumpism. So if you're a fan of war, if you're a fan of Trumpism, if you're a fan of patriarchy, or if you're a fan of Christianity, probably not the place for you. Okay, so if you're ready to repurpose Christianity, if you're ready to end Trumpism and war, and you're ready to end patriarchy and replace and repurpose Christianity, this is the place for you. Welcome to the Church of Judas. Goddess bless you, Mary bless you, Mary bless you, Mary bless you, Mary bless you. Jesus bless you, Judas bless you, I bless you, and bless yourself. We're not going to be tolerating MAGA comments though, so if you identify yourself as MAGA in your comments, you'll be muted. So, welcome to the live to all the good people. I want to invite Jesus and the goddess, all good spirits, all good fairies, all good angels and ghosts, and everyone, all good spirits. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the Church of Judas. Okay, Kat, welcome to the live. When we're not talking about other things, I do want to remind everybody Netanyahu's dead. As far as anybody can tell, Netanyahu's dead. And you heard it here first. I don't know how you possibly heard it here first, but Netanyahu is dead. So let's establish that. Let's have everybody agree that when Netanyahu's dead, we don't accept an AI deep fake of him to pretend he's still alive. I call it BB limbo. When somebody dies, but they do not allow you to know that he is dead. BB limbo. This is Shadow. This is the cat Shadow. There's a song I can sing you called Cat Town, or we can talk about Church of Judas. If anybody's ready, we can talk about Church of Judas and how we replace all patriarchy, Christianity, war, and Trumpism. Drop an emoji in the chat if you're ready for that conversation. While you're preparing, I will sing you the song Cat Town. So many roads take flight on both sides of the night. Our boat will pass them by on both sides of the night. And in between banks, we'll float on and pour out thanks that we'll get there if we just glide. Back down in Cat Town. Back down in Cat Town if you get there safely. Back down in Cat Town if you get there fine. Pink and gold and bright on both sides of the night. I think we stole away from sight on both sides of the night, and in between days our imagination plays with its wondrous selves, you and I. Back down in Cat Town. Back down in Cat Town if you get there safely. Back down in Cat Town if you get there fine. If you go, you will find no one is around. If you can, they won't mind if you just back down. We never told these lies on both sides of the night until we passed two stone felines on both sides of the night. Back down in Cat Town. Back down in Cat Town if you get there safely. Back down in Cat Town if you get there fine. Back down in Cat Town. Hello, welcome to the Church of Judas. That was a Foxen song. If you want to hear more Foxen songs, it's Foxzen. Oh, Carol, darling, hold on, hold on. Is that the song? Oh, Carol. Did Neil Sedaka just die recently? Rest in peace, Neil Sedaka. Thanks for all your music. You're awesome. Tell Kitty I said, psst, 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 psst. Is that you? Crying with face cream? Is that you? Hello, nice to see you. Psst, 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 psst. Crying with face cream says, psst, 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 psst. Yeah, I'm not sure if I know the right song. Welcome to the live. So we're going to end Trumpism. We're going to end patriarchy. I'm running for president. Oh shit, I forgot my glasses. I'm running for president. Going to end Trumpism. Going to end patriarchy. Going to end war. Going to end Christianity. All with Jesus. So welcome. I'm going to introduce you to the real Jesus. Jesus is from the goddess. Jesus set Judas aside to replace all patriarchy, Christianity, war, and Trumpism. Trump is the Antichrist. So you'll be serving Jesus, defeating Trump. Are you ready? Welcome to the live. Thanks for being here. So the trick is we're going to repurpose Christianity before Christianity can destroy the world. Christianity is a fake religion. Efforts to become president. My best brother. Thank you. I'm just running in place of Jasmine Crockett. When Jasmine Crockett announces she's running or somebody better announces they're running, I'll support them. So I'm just getting your support ready to be supporting a presidential candidate, anti-Trump presidential candidate. It's me right now, but of course I'm not going to Tallarico Jasmine Crockett. When Jasmine Crockett gets in the race, I'm going to be sending all my supporters to Jasmine Crockett. Are y'all ready for that? Okay, if she never enters the race or I somehow mess around and become president, I'll become a good president. Don't worry about it. It's cool. Yeah, I believe in the real Jesus. Jesus I believe in is from the goddess. Israel is being destroyed right now. Iran is winning. You called it the Iran-Israel war. It's Donica Patinsky and Netanyahu attacked Iran. I think Netanyahu's been killed. So yeah, his dumbass was trying to start a war with Iran for at least 20 or 30 or 40 years. And then he finally gets his wish and they kill him like 2 days later. I don't know what does that tell you about the fakeness of his God? What does that tell you about the God of Zionism and Christians? Faker than fuck. Okay? So we're dealing with a fake God who's actually Baal, 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 the evil God. Yeah, Netanyahu's dead as fuck, dude. Where have you been? Are you... Oh, I guess TikTok probably doesn't report this stuff. Is TikTok still like ahead of the rest of the news, or is TikTok... I haven't been on... TikTok banned me for opposing Trump. Trump Talk. TikTok banned me for supporting Gaza. Trump Talk banned me for opposing Trump. Got him! Yeah. Yeah, he knows what's up. Got 'em. I'm from India. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, they don't tell us here either. Yeah, there's afterlife. There's BB Limbo. There's afterlife when you die, but they don't let people know you die. Yeah, dude, there's afterlife. Okay, so Jesus tells Judas. First of all, BB Limbo, right? Yeah, this QAnon guy, he's getting blocked. We're not putting up with that shit today. Okay, so here's the thing. We'll sacrifice any MAGA that come into the live so we don't... What happened? Did he go away? Oh, yeah, your message making fun of him was still there. Okay, I see it. Do you think there's anything after death? Why do you buy views? What does that even mean? Do you believe in Jesus Christ? Yeah, well, Jesus is from the goddess. Okay, the Jesus I believe in is probably the opposite of the Jesus you believe in. Just odds are you don't believe in the real Jesus. Odds are you believe in the Antichrist. You can know whether or not you believe in Trump. If you're anti-Trump, then you might probably believe in the real Jesus. If you believe in Jesus, but your Jesus allows you to believe in Trump, then you're suckered into the Antichrist. Save people. I do it for Jesus. I do it to save people from the Antichrist Trump. We're going to save people from the Antichrist Trump. We're going to save them for Jesus. What do you mean? Yeah. I mean, you want to defy death? Sure. You want to do some vampire stuff? I was going to block all the MAGA trolls. Maybe I'll save the vampire stuff for next time. Guys, are there any main characters in chat yet? Have we got any real people in chat? Is it all just a bunch of trolls still? So the Church of Judas replaces all patriarchy Christianity. Netanyahu's dead. Like, almost certainly dead. I belong from Hindu's family society, but I'm personally agnostic. That's cool. Try the goddess. You know, I bet even in Hinduism, as many gods and goddesses as you have, I bet patriarchy still kind of messed it up for you guys. So try the goddess. Focus on more goddesses. If there's a goddess you're interested in, focus on that goddess. I don't freestyle rap. I have one rap that I wrote like 10 years ago. No, that was AI, dude. Sorry. Considering communism. I don't even understand what you mean. Yeah, Jesus, communism. Yes, Jesus, communism. Jesus is the anti-king leader of the no kings. Okay? Jesus defeats Antichrist Trump. Okay? So if you're here for the real Jesus who defeats the Antichrist Trump, then you're in the right place. If you're Antichrist because you believe in Trump, then we can convert you, we can save you. I'll probably block you if you're insistent. Oh, it's just this cat's purring. Whispery stuff. Grown man. This is a cat purring. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry everybody's a troll. If you're not a troll, these trolls are just here as bait to get a not a troll to speak. I'll talk in the meantime. Netanyahu's probably dead, right? Yeah, life in prison for all ICE agents and all their enablers. Part of my presidential campaign is, of course, impeach, remove, execute. I mean, that's what we're going to do to the current administration. Impeach, remove, execute. If they can't manage to impeach them, then just remove, execute. If you're not removing them, because we have to actually literally wait until the election, and I'm the president, it's just execute. Execute is the last stage left. Execute. I'm not even pro death penalty, but if I run on that platform, I pretty much have to keep up my campaign promises. Execute traitors. Yeah, Jace, thank you, Aaron. Aaron says exactly. All of them need to face justice. Go and pin that message. All Trump mutineers need to face justice. You could start working now. You might have some time. You might have some time if you start working now to help America defeat Trump mutineers. Then you might work off your sentence. You might work off your punishment. It's about time to switch around. Your only duty to an evil god or master is betray them. You guys believe in the evil Antichrist, Trump. So your only duty to that evil leader is to betray him. Putin too. Your only duty to Putin is to betray them. If you're in the army, your only duty right now is to leave the fucking army. Like, it does not matter what the consequences are, get the fuck out. Don't want to be a sucker and loser. Don't want to be a sucker and loser dying for Trump. That is not what you want. Send Barron to the front line. Hold on, we got a new pinnable message. Like, seriously, I don't think people understand the energy behind that. And we need to all sign the petition, go on the website. I haven't done it yet, but I'm aware that there is a website and a petition to send Barron to the front lines. Trump probably would be glad to be rid of him, honestly. Like, does he care about Barron? So it probably will be doing him a favor, but still, at least it'll be one less Trump, right? Just like Netanyahu being dead is a good thing. Thanks, Joseph Bearpaw. Thanks for being here. Sorry I went off on the suckers and losers last night. I think Iran says they've killed 40-something suckers and losers, 50. You're livid. Okay, well, I'm glad you're livid. You're in the right place. Let's be calm together and direct this towards, hey, Netanyahu's dead, right? Let's count our blessings, right? We know that we're almost certainly positive Netanyahu's dead. Like, it would be the craziest psyop if Netanyahu was still alive, right? This morning, because of Markwayne Mullins, dude, that little Nazi, Markwayne Mullins isn't going to do shit, okay? Markwayne Mullins is going to get himself and his third grader wife arrested. Yeah, I'm American. I'm super American. He claimed SERE's training, series training, because he lied. Is it just another thing he lied about? Can you tell me all the ways Trump checks all the Antichrist boxes? You know how Trump checks all the Antichrist boxes, right? You already know, right? You're just wanting me to describe what the bingo card says underneath the blackout that Trump has put on every single space? Well, yeah, he's lying under oath. Yeah, Markwayne Mullins lying under oath. That union dude was about to beat him. I think Bernie Sanders should have let that union dude beat him to death. That would have been hilarious. If he'd beat him to death on the Senate floor, that would have been a meme. That's a big one. It's a blatant, obvious lie. Oh, the big, obvious lie. Well, did they confirm him anyway? Did Fetterman vote for him, of course? You know, Fetterman's a traitor, okay? When Fetterman fell off the roof and broke his arm, like, they should have had a rope. He should have had a rope. Okay, so here we go. Fetterman's a traitor, okay? Let's talk about the traitors. Let's talk about what the penalty for treason is, right? It's execution, right? So it's out, stolen valor, right? It's stolen valor, right? Okay, stolen valor, right? All the suckers and losers who Trump's getting killed, because Trump's getting dozens of suckers and losers killed, let's be clear. All the suckers and losers that Trump is getting killed, Markwayne Mullins just spat on all their graves, right? Markwayne Mullins spat on every veteran's grave all at once, right? Markwayne Mullins is taking his tiny penis, his tiny Cherokee penis, and he's pissing all over the graves of all the veterans, right? And that's upsetting, right? Yuppers, that he did. Okay, so Trump is making more graves of what he calls suckers and losers. Trump is getting graves of suckers and losers for Putin. So anybody in the army right now, what is their only heroic American play? Leave the fucking army. Okay, as a veteran, can you confirm that if you were in the army right now, you would accept that the only heroic American thing you can do is leave the fucking army? All right, so that's what we're talking about. We're going to go ahead and reduce the American military to 0, because anybody who's still in it's a fucking sucker and loser, fucking waiting to be fertilizer somewhere. Fuck them. Okay, you die for Donna Kupatinsky, you're a fucking traitor. Good, you saved us a step. You saved us a rope or a bullet. You die for Donna Kupatinsky, good. Fuck you. Okay? So why don't we bring the front line to Barron? Fuck Barron. You see what I'm saying? Like, fuck them all. We're done with the goddamn Trumpers. We're done with the GFBI protecting them. No, the GFBI is going to get its ears perked up for this. Go fucking turn in your coworkers, you fucking Nazi traitorous bitch. Timu KGB piece of shit. GFBI. All right. Standing on honor, not dishonor. Well, yeah, Trump's the Antichrist. Okay? We should really focus on how Trump is the Antichrist and how we're going to invite Jesus to help us defeat the Antichrist with death. Okay? What happened to Netanyahu? He's dead. Okay? Netanyahu tried to advance the Antichrist Trump-Putin agenda. He's now dead. Okay? Jesus has struck Netanyahu with death through the hand of the Ayatollah. When I find the six-fingered man, I will tell him, my name is Inigo Ayatollah. You killed my father. Prepare to die. And that goes, Netanyahu's dead, right? But all you little simps, or I can't say simps, I don't know what that means. It's an insulibertarian word. All you little fucking suckers sucking up to Netanyahu and lying for him, Hassan Piker, like all you motherfuckers sucking up to Netanyahu, the curses are for you now. Dead. We got Netanyahu, bitch is dead. But all these bitches like Hassan Piker sucking up to him, they get the curse now. Like, that's how curses work. You're welcome. You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome? You're welcome. Mexican soccer Burger King crown. We don't support soccer here. Soccer can fuck off. But we support Mexico. Wild claims that Bibi Netanyahu's dead? Dude, you're just a dumbass. It's not a wild claim. Dude's deader than fuck. His God is fake, and he's dead. Okay? We're going to kill your God. We're going to kill their God, Baal. We're going to kill their God, Baal. I'll just make this a Ultraviolet Lions meeting. Welcome to the Ultraviolet Lions. Ultraviolet Lions is the spiritual aspect of the Communist Lion Society. The Black Lions, formerly the Black Panthers. It's official that he's dead here. He's officially dead here. Okay? It's Bibi Limbo. Bibi Limbo is when you die, but they don't want to let people know you're dead. It's Bibi Limbo. Okay, if this is news to you fucking idiots, fuck off. Go to another live stream. I do not want you here. Okay? You don't want to be here because I curse fucking Trump-Putineers. I cursed them to fucking death. Look what happened to Netanyahu. You're welcome. You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome? You're welcome. And this is all in the name of Jesus. This is all my religious freedom and First Amendment rights while I still have them. Despite the terrorism they did against Renee Good. Despite the terrorism they did against Alex Preddy. Well, actually, because of the terrorism they did against Alex Preddy. When they called Alex Preddy a terrorist and said they could steal his gun and shoot him in the back, that's what they said to you. I don't have a gun, so they can't do it to me, but they said it to you. They did a terrorist attack on your Second Amendment rights. Then you got Netanyahu killed. Yeah. Thanks, Jesus. Thanks, Goddess. Oh, I never lie. I'm fairy. I don't really actually have the capacity to lie. I can only tell you the truth. Trump is the Antichrist. They killed Netanyahu. Jesus has set Judas aside outside of Christianity to come back at this time and replace all your churches. We're replacing all your churches. Welcome to the Church of Judas. Now that you've heard that, you cannot unhear that. That will worm its way through your mind like RFK's brainworms. And you will become part of the Church of Judas. You will become an active agent for replacing all Christianity with Judas. Church of Judas. Hashtag Church of Judas. Check out the hashtag Church of Judas. Comment on the content. You won't be able to resist. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the vampire stuff. Fuck it. For you MAGA types, I was going to block you. What I'm going to do is by being here and commenting, you're consenting to me feeding on your souls. Okay? If you're a MAGA type and you're commenting, if you're defending Christianity, Christianity was evil and a trap. If you're defending Christianity, I will be feeding on your souls. Okay? You're consenting to me feeding on your souls by commenting. Thank you for all the comments. This begins, are you Antichrist? No, Trump is the Antichrist, okay? I'm from the real Jesus. I'll save you from the Antichrist. I represent the Church of Judas. You are now in the Church of Judas. Let me read all the comments of people whose souls I'm going to feast on. See what they taste like. No, no one likes Candace Owens. Like, absolutely no one likes Candace Owens. No one who matters likes Candace Owens. Even Kanye West has renounced Nazism. He is ashamed of the time he spent with Candace Owens. Kanye West is blaming his Nazism and Candace Owens Association on brain damage. So you're stupider than a brain damaged Kanye West back when he had a crush on Candace Owens, back when he was the only person in the world who cared about Candace Owens. Now it's nobody. Zero people care about Candace Owens. Lauren Pietra does a show. She's pretty good. I don't think she cares about Candace Owens, but she does use some of her content. Watch Lauren Pietra if you want to see a person who you can feel like you have a crush on without defying your racism. You can watch Lauren Pietra. But if you feel really risque about defying your racism by having a crush on Candace Owens, watch another black person. Any other black person. Candace Owens is a fucking Nazi, and she's not Hitler. Okay, there's a Netanyahu sponsored campaign that says she's Hitler. She's not a Hitler. She's just Nazi. Trump is America's Hitler. Trump is the Antichrist. Netanyahu is dead. Now you're up to date. Thank you for the reactions, reaction person. I love reactions. They remind me of TikTok. Back when TikTok was around. We do need to rescue TikTok, but we got more important things to do right now. Oh, Trent Jones says you're allowed to have different views, and I respect you. Thank you. You're allowed to have me feast upon your soul. Judas, you crazy. We believe in Jesus. No, you don't believe in Jesus. You believe in the Antichrist. I can introduce you to the real Jesus. He's the opposite of the Antichrist that you believe in. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're speaking off emotions, not fact and logic. I'll feast upon your soul. Thank you. You do not sound Christian. No, I'm the opposite of Christian. I'm Jesus. I'm from Jesus. Like, Jesus replaces Christianity, for Christianity was fake and wrong and evil. Wouldn't Jesus be an evil motherfucker if he intended all the Christianity bullshit? No, that wasn't. I mean, it was his design to trap all the evil in Christianity. He did it. Succeeded. Now we replace it with the Church of Judas. Yeah, I'm not Christian, dude. I'm beyond Christian. Christians worship God. God is fake. Jesus is from the goddess. The goddess is real. Hold on, that was highlightable. I started reading you guys' comments. I forgot to make highlights of all these wonderful things I'm saying. Joseph Bearpaw says, BB on the left, JD on the right, ball sacks, tiny mushroom in the middle. That's 2 balls and a tiny shaft. But he shafted us all. He shafted us all, but good. Well, BB's dead, so he lost his left nut. Vladimir Futon still exists, but Donica Patinsky is 1 flaccid shaft and 1 ball, because BB's dead. Well, he's got an AI ball. He's got a 6-fingered AI ball. Let's give him that. He's got a 6-fingered AI ball, sure. Okay, who else's souls am I feasting on? No, nobody likes Candace Owens. Also, nobody cares about Charlie Kirk. Candace Owens cares about Charlie Kirk. She's the only one. Her followers aren't watching her because they care about fucking Charlie Kirk. Her followers are watching her because they're racists who have a crush on her. That's it. That's fucking it. Candace Owens is fucking worthless. She's just fucking Fucker Carlson, dude. I don't care if Sammy Obeid jacks off to Tucker Carlson. That's his thing. I like Sammy Obeid except for that. Except for the fact that he glazes Tucker Carlson literally with his penis. His Lebanese penis. But, you know, Tucker Carlson, yeah. Free Palestine, but not like this. Not with Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens. Fuck no. There's so many other people who've been saying Free Palestine before. They said it once to get your attention and then went back to trying to genocide the Israeli people. Like, that's your side. Public notice. If you're not sure how to spell a word, if you're not sure, public notice. Yellow Man says, if you're not sure how to spell a word, don't try. Just leave, regroup, Google search, and come back more prepared. Thank you. That was a very good public notice. Thank you, Yellow Man. Yellow Man goes, I'm not even American. I'll still feast on your soul if you comment. If you comment in the live, you're consenting to me feasting on your soul. However, I'm not MAGA, but I disagree with everything you're saying. Oh, I don't see any disagreement. All you said was you're a little whiny bitch. You can't listen. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ. Your Jesus is fake. Okay? Your God is fake. Your Jesus is fake. Christianity's fake, so fuck you. Okay? Like, I replace your churches. I'm here to replace your churches, Church of Judas. You can fuck off. Jesus wasn't Jewish. Somebody said Jesus was Jewish. I mean, he was Palestinian. Let's put it that way. Jesus was Palestinian. Saw plenty of fucking dumb people doing live streams who have made religion their biggest identity. Yeah, they fucking suck. Y'all take this guy seriously. It's Ye, not Kanye West. It's Kanye West. I don't care if he renounced Nazism. He was a Nazi for a good 10, 15 years. It's Kanye West. Kanye West. But he also said George Bush doesn't care about black people. Like he was, he told the truth once about 20 or 30 years ago. Joseph says, you mean Jesus has a tummy ache? He let the little guy some Tums. At least Pepto. What are your thoughts on Netanyahu? He's dead. What do you mean thoughts on him? He's dead? What are your thoughts on Mark Twain? Mark Twain was a great person. Netanyahu was a piece of shit. Mark Twain, you can almost say, oh, I wish he was still alive. You can't say that about Netanyahu, can you? It's not something you can say. You could say that you wished everybody that Netanyahu killed was still alive. That would make you a fine and benevolent person. If you said, I wished everybody Netanyahu killed was still alive. I wish he had died 20, 30, 40 fucking years ago and never killed all those people. That'd make you a good person. The reaction stopped abruptly. I'm just kidding. They probably had something better to do. Thanks for the reactions, though. That was great. Oh, thanks for the reactions again. Maybe you stopped to type a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Who left the last comment? Oh, glory to Israel. You got your leader killed. Ha ha. Oh, right. Breaking news. F-35 hit by Iranian missile. They took down a Trump Putin airplane. All right. Fuck anybody fighting for Trump and Putin. Fuck them. Can't wait till they're gone. Suckers and losers, dude. So they killed a sucker and loser flying an F-35? Did the sucker and loser escape, or did the sucker and loser go down with the F-35? I bet they hit that $15 billion plane with a $30,000 missile, too. Your leader's dead. Look at this loser. His leader's dead. And he's saying, glory, it's dead. They won't even admit he's dead. Y'all are such weak little bitches. You don't even have anybody to support your country after they admit that your leader's dead. You have an AI fucking leader. You fucking losers. What fucking losers. Biggest fucking losers in the world. Well, the Trump Putineers in general, are the biggest losers in the world. The Zionist wing are losing hard right now. But the Russian wing's been losing. The Russians killed 1.5 million Russians in Ukraine. Putin killed 1.5 million Russians in Ukraine. Now they've killed one key Zionist. Bibi. Barbecue Bibi. Look up, I call it Bibi Limbo. Bibi Limbo. Yeah, I'm a Democrat. Typical Democrat right here. Democrat here. Democrats are the people that are really glad that Bibi Netanyahu's dead. If you're not glad about that, you're not a Democrat. Let's not talk about wars. Let's talk about love, Daddy. Diddy style. No, we're not going to do that. Your Epstein Fury war that you're losing, the suckers and losers. How many suckers and losers has Donica Patinsky got killed? How many suckers and losers has Donica Patinsky got killed so far? 50, 150, 300? They don't tell you. You think he killed 3,000 suckers? You think Donica Patinsky has killed more people than 9/11 so far? I mean, just in this Iran war, he's killed millions of people. But do you think Donica Patinsky has killed more people since starting this war with Iran? He's killed more people than Biden killed in Afghanistan, right? What was that, 13? Biden's kill count for Afghanistan got up to 13. Well, sorry. Donica Patinsky wearing a Biden mask killed 13 suckers and losers leaving Afghanistan, right? That was 13. How many suckers and losers has Donica Patinsky killed in this war? Jesus. Yeah, Baal worship is a Jewish thing that they've suckered all Christians into. So that's why we replaced Christianity, right? Christianity failed. Christianity was a trap. It was an evil, fake religion. More than 100? What was the question? Sorry, I got distracted by somebody participating. I didn't read on any of the comments. Sorry about that. The people in comments are most likely just trolls. I'll read Joseph's comments because Joseph's cool. But everybody else in the comments, they're just trolls. They're just bait for better people to show up. If you made comments that were good and I didn't read them out loud, put an emoji in the chat. I'll read all your comments. Christianity is a fake religion. Christianity gets replaced. Jesus had a design to begin with. He was going to let Christianity turn into this biggest fucking crap fest shit show, biggest bullshit religion that's ever existed, most evil religion that's ever existed. He let that happen. Jesus knew it was going to happen, but he had a plan. He set Judas aside, outside of Christianity. So Judas isn't responsible for any of that shit. And Judas comes back at this time and replaces all your churches. Church of Judas, check out hashtag Church of Judas to replace all Christianity. You asked a question, let me read your question. Give me a second to make a highlight of that perfect summarization of things I just said. Oh, and Netanyahu's dead. If I didn't mention Netanyahu's dead, Netanyahu is dead. Allegedly. Okay. All right. Never Under Pressure. Activity. Let's read all your comments. Sorry, I missed you before. Never Under Pressure. He says he loves penis talk. All this talk of penis. We have bricked the fuck up. Thanks. Never Under Pressure. Sounds like you are under pressure at this time. So, thanks for having a touch of irony to your name. Let's see who else left a comment. Frank Rinda left emojis. Let me read his comments. He said, "Hey, Free Palestine. R.I.P. Charlie Chan. So you worship a Jew. Euless, do you know about, I don't know, I can't even say that word. It looks like super Hebrew. Google something. If you want to know what he wants you to Google, scroll back up to the chat. Barbecue BB, in all about peace and love. Trump is a fucking weirdo. You look like a cool dude. Thanks. You too. Tell us about you, man. Well, I'm running for president until Jasmine Crockett enters the race, and I'll send all my supporters to her. But I'm running for president to get the lane warm for Jasmine Crockett. Okay, so we're going to replace your Christianity. We're going to replace your not being a Democratness. You're welcome. You're welcome. Love you too, Never Under Pressure. Thanks for being here. Hello, Maste. Or hello, mate. Hello, the new project. Nice to meet you. Maybe you should go clean that up. Mate, you need to go out and get some friends. I pray to Jesus that you do. But your Jesus is probably the Antichrist, remember? What are you running for, Doc? No, I'm running for president. I'm taking Trump's job. What can I say except you're welcome? I'm going directly against Donica Patinsky every day from here until the election. It probably won't be Donica Patinsky by the time we get to the election, but I'm still going up against him. Because what if, okay, for instance, what if Trump dies before anybody has a chance to run as president against him? Well, I'm running as president against that motherfucker. And my campaign right now is impeach, remove, execute. I mean, I'm not going to do that when I take office. They'll have to impeach him, remove him, and execute him before I take office. But the campaign is impeach, remove, execute. The other campaign is automatic citizenship for everyone. ICE contacts, life, and compensation. Automatic citizenship and compensation for everyone ICE contacts. So you're going to need that $190 billion ICE budget to give to all the victims of ICE. And you'll probably need to give them the houses of the ICE agents. They won't be needing those houses because life in prison for all ICE and all their enablers. God bless you, Stacy. Goddess bless you, Stacy. So the goddess is real. God is fake. Okay. God bless you still because it's, colloquial, it's cliche. But goddess bless you. That's the real blessing. Goddess bless you, Stacy. Jesus is from the goddess. God is fake. Okay, you can say it, but God's fake. Jesus is from the goddess. We'll be replacing your churches with the Church of Judas. What's up, Shadowban? Are you good now? Are you being a good person? Yeah, invite the immigrants. Do you know why I'm inviting the immigrants to your house? Since you've just supported ICE with your comment, we're going to put you in prison for life. We're going to give your house to an immigrant. Okay? This person just volunteered their house to be given to an immigrant. Their channel activity is they joined 9 years ago. They have 4 subscribers, and they've said these things so far. Here we go with another white person with fake white guilt. Oh, sorry, I have to read these in Russian. Here we go with another white person with fake white guilt. I guess you're a spokesperson for black people. Go free Palestine yourself. Why don't you insult Muslim religion? Because you know better. If you hate US so bad, why do you live there? Go live somewhere else you hate US so bad. You don't live in US. You don't go here. You just said, why do you live there? You just revealed that you don't live here. Fuck off. Go live somewhere else if you hate US so bad. Why do you live in USA? The USA, if you hate it so much, we'll invite the immigrants to your house and they don't, dude. So we can't give your house to immigrants to America because you don't live in America. We just verified that. Sorry about the Nazis in chat. Hello, hello. Hi, love you all. I like your name. Love you too. We're replacing Christianity. We replace Christianity with the Church of Judas. Check out the Church of Judas. My nose is good, thanks. It might not be the most presidential running nose. Like, they might find a problem with my nose in my presidential run. But yeah, Jesus set Judas aside outside of Christianity to come back at this time and replace all patriarchy, Christianity, war, and Trumpism. So, as I warned you guys at the beginning of the live, if you're a fan of patriarchy, Christianity, war, or Trumpism, just go to another live. And as I've set as the rules for this live, and I'll repeat for the new people, if you're commenting in support of those things, you've consented for me to feast upon your soul. So, thanks. Joseph says, when a kitten gets out of mother view, mama goes get baby. What? Oh, when a kitten gets out of mother's view, the mama goes to get the baby. Yeah, like Jesus and the 100th sheep. He left the 99 sheep where they would be safe to go get the 100th sheep. Okay, since you support ICE, then we take all your property and give it to an immigrant, and we put you in jail for life for enabling ICE. So it's life in prison for all ICE and all their enablers, meaning you left a comment supporting ICE, even if you don't give them $50 a month. You left a comment saying that you did, so life in prison. Okay? Life in prison for all ICE and all their enablers. We don't know if Joel Phoenix's wife supports ICE, but we know he does. So if his wife wants to have sex with somebody, his imaginary wife wants to have sex with somebody after he's been put in prison for life, I'll have sex with her. When sons get out of hand, Mama says in a stern voice, the entire name is used. Donna Kupatinsky? When I use the whole name, Donna Kupatinsky? Yes, please lock them all up, but only until their executions, remember? I mean, life in prison for all ICE agents. Some of them will be executed for treason as well, but and for, murder and stuff. But the ones that did less murder or whatever, just life in prison, keep the prison companies happy, give them some. Put them in the camps they made for us. It's as simple as that. Put them into the camps that they made for us. Put them in the camps. They made a bunch of camps for us. Put them in those camps. Start with the top Trump-Putineers, work our way down. If they denounce Trump, if they renounce Trump before you get to them, they don't have to go to camp. Simple as that. Put them in the camps they made for us. This is the Pillow Revolution. Welcome to the Pillow Revolution Peace Pipe Party. Puffin for president. I'm running for president until Jasmine Crockett gets in the race. And at which point I will gracefully bow out and let Jasmine Crockett have all my support. Or, anybody else who's good. Doesn't have to be Jasmine Crockett, just she's the one I anticipate running. Joseph says, putting mamas in charge. Problem is Trump's mom listened to Trump's father. Problem is Trump's mom wasn't killed at an early age. Problem is Trump's mom wasn't aborted. Problem was Trump's mom didn't get an abortion. There was a whole line of abortions that failed to happen. Don't worry, Jesus will rectify it. Like he rectified Netanyahu. Netanyahu has been rectified. That mistake has been erased. That's why pencils have erasers, Netanyahu, that mistake has been erased. Unfortunately, all the hundreds of thousands of children and grown-up people that he killed cannot be brought back just by killing him 5 years too late. Kill him 5 years earlier, and yeah, you would have saved hundreds of thousands of lives. Oh well. You won't listen. People won't listen. Less wars, better raised boys. No wars. What do we need war for? Right? Again, Church of Judas replaces all patriarchy, Christianity, war, and Trumpism. We're replacing all patriarchy, Christianity, war, and Trumpism. We're not reading trolls' comments. Trolls are only commenting to consent for me to feast upon their souls. And if anybody has a good comment, put an emoji in chat. I'll read all your comments. I pour, sell potato. Hold on, what does he say? Oh, he's just saying I pour and sells potato. If you need to buy some potatoes, I've got a line on some potatoes. Sorry about the Nazis in chat. People are obsessed with where people live. It's weird. Hello, Bart. Well, we're going to replace Christianity anyway. I appreciate what you're saying, Drippy. Religion and state got nothing to do with one another and should stay that way. We're going to replace Christianity. While they're trying to use Christianity to overtake our government, we're going to take their churches. Okay? Are you ready for that, Drippy Sausage? Drippy Sausage 69? Were you here to have a serious conversation about replacing Christianity, patriarchy, Trumpism, and war? Is that what you use the account Drippy Sausage 69 for? Why would I watch Tucker Carlson, dude? Who the fuck is Joe Kent? Free Palestine, but not like this. We don't need Tucker Carlson. Dude, you know what Tucker Carlson's doing? Tucker Carlson's turning the genocide that Israel did in Gaza into a genocide against Israel. That's it, dude. He's just a Nazi. He's kind of a Klansman. He's Nazi and a Klansman. He's probably by nature more of a Klansman. He's got that southern accent. I think he's from Texas. Okay. So we don't have any good people left in the chat. Joseph, are you still here? Oh, hello. We're just going to replace Christianity, Trumpism, war. We're going to end war and Trumpism. We're going to replace Christianity. If you're interested in any of those things, comment. Otherwise, your comments are just consent for me to feed on your souls, vampire style. Israel or Nazis? Yes, thank you. Netanyahu's dead, but the remainder of them are still Nazis. Tucker's a manipulative opportunist. He's a Nazi. Yeah, Tucker's a Nazi. He started the genocide and then he whined about it. No, we don't have to listen to you. Other people have criticized the genocide too, who didn't start it. All right, a Republican, not a Trumpian. There's a difference now. I'm running for president until Jasmine Crockett gets in. I'm puffing for president. Thanks for being a Republican who distincts that you're not MAGA. You're not a Trump-Putineer. Trump-Putineers are traitors. I still probably disagree with you on principles because I'm not a Republican. I'm a Democrat. But I'm going to get along with you just fine because you're anti-Trump. Being anti-Trump is the most important thing. Being anti-Trump is where you find you're an American. And Trump is the Antichrist. So being opposite of Trump in everything is how you find Jesus. Now, you might be a Republican and you still have, weird racist views about immigrants. Stop having those views. Embrace Jesus. Jesus will give you the power to stand up against all that racism. Anything that you agree with Trump on is wrong. If you disagree with him, based on certain things, but you agree with him on others, you need to work on those other things. You need to not agree with Trump on fucking anything. There's not a damn thing. Put it in comments. If you think you can challenge me to something that people should agree with Trump on, put it in comments and I'll tell you why it's bullshit. Or why the thing that you're talking about isn't something that Trump represents. So let's go. But in the meantime, Netanyahu's dead. Right? We all can agree Netanyahu's dead. Can we at least start with the threshold of reality that, yeah, one dumbass is going to say that he's not, but we don't have to listen to that dumbass. All we need to know is that when somebody insists that Netanyahu's alive, like Hassan Piker recently did, we don't have to listen to him anymore. We know he's compromised. Yeah, we need Jasmine Crockett, or me, I'll do it. But yeah, Donica Patinsky is still blowing Netanyahu. Netanyahu's dead, and Donica Patinsky's still blowing him. Donica Patinsky. I'm the person who came up with the name Donna Kupatinsky for him. It's the perfect name. It took me a few days to come up with it. I don't even know why it took me a few days. It's so perfect. Donica Putinsky. So we call him Donica Putinsky, and we call his vice president Vladimir Futon. I got that one from Lysandra V Comedy. I don't know if she made it up or if she got it from somewhere else, but Vladimir Futon's pretty hilarious. Right, Shadow Ben says, I kind of believe he's no longer with us because of all the AI videos they are putting out trying to prove he's alive. He's dead. Okay? So, Shadow Ben, you were correct in your kind of thinking that he's dead because he's dead. You know, if they put out an AI video of Orville Redenbacher, that wouldn't make Orville Redenbacher alive. He's been dead for years. Netanyahu's been dead for about 10 days. I thought they would admit it now that they defeated Kat Abigazali. But I guess they're just such greedy little bastards that they're just like, well, let's see how long we can see how stupid people are. How many stupid people, or they just want to break reality. They just want to they're going to say that Netanyahu lives for fucking ever. They're never going to admit he's dead. And just see how many losers they can get take along with them. But all those suckers and losers that Donica Patinsky got killed, they're dead. Their families aren't going to fake that they're alive. Their families are going to admit that they're dead and cry about it. And Donica Patinsky's got at least 2 or 3 dozen suckers and losers killed. Probably hundreds. They love lying about stuff. Hello, Torah. Torah only, no Jesus, no colonization. Well, thanks. The Jesus that they've been talking about is the Antichrist. So maybe if I can introduce you to the real Jesus who's from the goddess, then you'll accept Jesus. Torah only says they're not going to admit it. They're going to keep using AI to pretend he's still alive. For how long, though? For what purpose? I thought they literally would drop it after they beat Kat Abigazali. I thought their whole point was to beat Kat Abigazali, and once they did that, they would drop it. Once they would admit, okay, AIPAC is headless now, so we don't really have to elect AIPAC candidates anymore. We just elected the last ones we're going to elect, and we're going to totally rebrand because they killed our leader. I thought they would do that. Joseph says that video was a 2024 video. Yeah, any videos they have of him alive are just old videos. They said somebody said they zoomed in on the Starbucks register and it said 2024. Sorry about all the stupid people in chat, y'all. CERN didn't do shit. It's not universe A, universe B. It's none of that bullshit, dude. It's not parallel universe bullshit. We have this reality that we need to fix. Okay? They've gone full Nazi. It's time to stop them. I wasn't spiteful. What do you mean extra spiteful? Joseph Bearpaw, do I even seem angry? People have seen me here when I seem angry. This isn't it. Torah says, I know about Mother Goddess Sophia. Also Barbelo. Yeah, that's it. That's the one we're talking about. Jesus is from Barbelo. Thank you. So the Gospel of Judas is where Judas and Jesus have a secret conversation. They reveal that Jesus is from the goddess Barbelo. That's why they have the secret conversation. Jesus is like, none of you understand this. None of you are getting this. None of you know who I really am. And Judas says, I know you're from the immortal realm of Barbelo. Yeah, that's it. Sophia. The mother goddess Sophia, also known as Barbelo. So your Jewish esoteric tradition, the type that isn't into colonization and stuff, is probably connected to the real goddess, the real truth and stuff. Christianity has not been. Christianity was allowed to get corrupted by patriarchy and evil, and it's become a trap religion. It was a fake religion. That's why everybody hates Christians, because they're bullshit. Christians do the biggest bullshit in the history of the world. But it all gets replaced. Jesus had a plan. Jesus, the real Jesus from Barbelo, the goddess, had a plan to replace all Christianity with the Church of Judas. So he asked Judas to do what he did. Then Judas would be kept out of all the churches, not responsible for any of the Christian churches' evil, and then come back at this time and replace all Christianity. So welcome to the Church of Judas. Goddess bless you, Mary bless you, Mary bless you, Mary bless you, Jesus bless you, Judas bless you, I bless you, and bless yourself. Okay. The whole point is to manifest prophecy. Well, thanks, Torah. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you'll comment on my content so I can stay in touch and find your channel and comment on your content and we can stay in touch. Joel Phoenix wants me to have sex with his wife. Let's read what he says. So what is the proof he's dead? Please provide proof. Oh, I thought he was trying to tell me how to have sex with his wife. Sorry. Joseph Bearpaw says, I think, is to see what happens in midterms. You think they're going to try to keep him alive to the midterms? BB Limbo to the midterms? The midterms? Midterms? Who's talking about midterms? The midterms? Sorry, playoffs? Playoffs? But, yeah, I don't think they can keep BB Limbo going until the midterms. That's crazy. I think they'll do it as long as they can to break our reality, to make people, like, completely on different sides of reality. I bet you think Muslims are your mates, don't you? What's wrong with Muslims? People who are Islamophobic have a real problem. Joseph says not at all. Hello from Germany. Hello, Germany. Oh, praise to Germany for denying Donna Kupatinsky. When Donna Kupatinsky asked you to join his war, Germany said, fuck you. Good job, Germany. You stand with real Americans. Real Americans say fuck you to Donna Kupatinsky, too. Shadowban says, I've seen Puffin angry. Exactly. This isn't it. Torah says, Jesus is the first Gnostic. Yeah, and I'd say Judas is the father of the Gnosticism. But yeah, I didn't know Jesus was the first Gnostic, but I'd say that Judas is the originator of the Gnosticism in Christianity. Joel says, oh yeah, he wants me to have sex with his wife, but none of his information is about having sex with his wife. Anthony says, you tried to accept that your daddy, what? Gary says, no. Joseph says, King Solomon used magical pentacles for protection. Torah says, yeah, he came to destroy the shadow that the demiurge is protecting. Oh, very much like the Baal and the Epstein class. So the Epstein class is like the demiurge's human agents, and the demiurge is like Baal or Baal. I always called him Baal, and somebody told me I had to call him Baal, and I'm like, I don't think I'll stick with Baal. He's the king of burgers. Sound the trumpet. Tora says, thank you for being here and commenting so much, Tora. I really needed somebody intelligent in the live because I'm so sick of the fucking trolls. Because we are all real Hebrews, which we are the black Hebrews, not the black Hebrew Israelites on the corner, but a whole different type of black Hebrews. Okay, cool. Nice to meet you. I'm Puffin from the Fairy Liberation Front, Church of Judas, Pillar Revolution, Peace Bike Party. But yeah, check out the hashtag Church of Judas and let's stay in touch, please. Then we inspired Moses saying, strike the sea with your stick, and it parted each separate part of that sea. Okay. Joseph says, I do. Somebody says, chill Burger King. Joseph says, never underestimate their stupidity. Oh, I don't underestimate their stupidity. I know they're stupider than living shit. Tora says, I honestly don't do content. Probably I should, but I just go around people's live streams. Well, thanks for coming to this live stream. Comment on my content and I'll at least have a conversation with you on my content. I do a lot of content. I do enough content for the both of us. I do enough content for everyone. Tora says, I hate all the trolls in here. Oh man, I'm sorry. I was going to block them, but I'm just going to feast on their souls instead. I've told them that by commenting in this live, they consent for me to vampirize their souls. There's pentagrams on the gates of Jerusalem. Torah says, Islam is more my brothers than Christianity is. I believe you, dude. Every Muslim who comes into the live is super nice. Everybody who hates Muslims makes me fucking ashamed to be alive. This Nazi says, if it wasn't for trolls, nobody would be watching. Well, I've used you. I've exploited your existence to attract better people into the live, such as Torah and Joseph Bearpaw. You don't count. Like, I commented on that one comment to emphasize how much you don't count. Torah says, Jesus went and sat with the Egyptians and the mystics and the yogis and the prostitutes. That's who I want to sit with, is the prostitutes. I don't even think women have ever come to this live before. There was one. There was maybe one. Hey, what's up? What's up, Dylan Smurf? Okay. You should watch Attack on Titan. Is it good? I think I might have tried to watch some of it. Joseph says, it's ironic, the hate, since the stories is always about Isaac and Ishmael. Well, you know, there's no hate like Christian love. And, you know, it just shows that they're terrible, miserable people. I'm going to give you a like on your live so I can find you again. Gotta go back up my son from school. All right, bless you and your son, and I hope you guys have a great day and good luck. And thanks so much for being here. So nice to meet you, Torah only, no Jesus, no colonization. And I want to remind you that just because they completely misused Jesus' name to make this fake religion, there's still a real Jesus from the goddess, Sophia, Barbelo. They discuss that. Jesus and Judas discuss it in the Gospel of Judas. I wrote a book about it called The Book of Judas, and I do some content called Church of Judas here on YouTube. Hashtag Church of Judas. Hello. Oh, I'm not knocking Attack on Titan, dude. I want to watch it. I just haven't watched it yet. I don't think I've watched much of it if I have watched any of it. See, Joseph Bearpaw confirmed it. Attack on Titan is awesome. See? So I appreciate your recommendation. And I'm sorry if I missed your previous because I didn't recognize you before. Let me take a look at your comments. Oh, that's all you said is we should watch Attack on Titan. So we're up to date. All right. Hello, hello, hello. I think we'll shut the live down because we're at an hour and that's the limit.